Hello everybody, this is part 2 on how to make the shooter game in Scratch. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make the zombie and also some other changes. So, let's go. So one thing you have noticed in the bullet is that it's coming from the top of the pistol. Now, we wanted it to come from the inside of the pistol. So, to solve that problem, we have to just say, you just go to your bullet, say when I start as clone, go to shooter, point in direction, move 20 steps, and then you have to go to back layer. And I'm just gonna put that in there, and now if you see, it comes from the back layer. It comes from the inside of the pistol. Now we have to make the zombies. So to make the zombie, you can just duplicate the shooter, and then all you gotta do is just take out the gun and then change the color of this one to a very nice green, a darker one, so that it looks like it's a zombie. And let me just name this zombie. And so since we have our zombies, we can just take them off. So I'm just gonna say, when the green flag is clicked, you have to hide, and then when I receive start game, forever wait, and then you have to pick a random number between I will go for 2 to 4, and then create a clone of myself. So there it is. So now we should say, when I start as clone, you have to show. But we wanted the zombie to come in all the 4 sides. For that, we have to make a variable. I'm just gonna delete my variable and then make a variable. I'm gonna call this zombie spawn place. Yeah, there is the zombie spawn place. And then say, when I start as clone, set zombie spawn place 2, and then you go to operators, and then say pick random number 1 to 4. Now, what is zombie spawn place gonna do? Well, all it's gonna do is that it's gonna just pick from all the 4 sides on which side the zombie should come from. So let's start coding that. And then say, if you go to operators and then say, if take the equal to block, go to variables and then take the zombie spawn place, and then say if zombie spawn place is equal to 1, then you have to go to here. You have to go here. But the X only should be there. The Y, it can be here, 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 or anywhere from here till here. So now we're gonna say Y is equal to, go to operators and then say pick random -180 to 180. I'm saying -180 because it is the edge of this thingy. So now if you just say 180, it goes to that edge. And if I say -180, it goes to the edge below. Now if I say pick random, it just picks a random number, and then that random number goes to the Y position. So now, after this, what you should do? Well, it's pretty simple. You have to repeat until, go to operators, take the OR block, and then say touching bullet or touching shooter. So there are two conditions in here. One, it should touch the bullet or it should touch the shooter. So repeat until touching bullet or touching shooter. Point towards shooter. Move 1 step or 2 steps. I'm gonna take 2 steps. The game should not be pretty simple. And then you should say after you have done all of this, you have to just delete this clone. Now we'll do the same thing for the 2. So you have to do this code all over again, but instead of doing this all over again, you can just right click it and then duplicate it and put it down here. And now you change this to 2. So 2 means you can go in here. Let me just go to my backdrops so that I don't get confused. Let me just name that 1. Oh, that is not 1. 1, 2, yeah. 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, this is gonna be 2, this is gonna be 3, and this is gonna be 4. So now if it goes on 2, it have to go in here. So let's just say go to this place, and then we have to go to operators and pick random number for the X, not for the Y, because we have to change its X, which is left and right, and Y is up and down. So we are gonna change its X by -240 to 240 because those are the 2 edges. Now we are gonna just duplicate these 2 whole blocks. I'm just gonna zoom out so that I can duplicate them properly, and then I'm gonna put them right below here. So now it says 1 is over, 2 is over. Now we have to do for the 3. So for the 3, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is just go in here. You go there, and then you just pick a random number between 180 and 80. I mean -180. And now for the 4 part, we just say go to here, which is over here, and then change X by, yes, -240 to 240. So this one is completely of pick random numbers. So now let's just try that out. Let me just hide that. Okay. Yeah. Now if you can see, the zombies are coming from all the directions. Yep. So there it is. Now there is the zombies. you just gotta shoot them all. It looks a bit easy, so let's just change that to 1 to 3. So it just keeps on creating clones, which can come from anywhere. And so there you go. There you have your game. It's nice and simple. Now we are gonna make another variable called score. So let me just create a score. And then you're gonna just go to your shooter and then say, your bullet, and then say, when I start as a clone. So when I start as a clone, forever, you have to keep on repeating this. If touching zombie, where it's zombie, zombie, then you have to change score by 1. So now let's try that. So if you touch the zombie, the score just increases by 1. So the game is coming together now. You can make some things like a zombie which is super fast than the others. Let's just try making that. So I'm just going to duplicate the zombie. And then for everything, I'm just going to say move 4 steps or 5 steps. I'm saying to move 5 steps. And then I'm going to just pick a random number between 1 and, not 1, actually I needed to be picking random 4 to 6 because it's a difficult zombie. Let me just also change its color so that so that the player knows that the zombie is another type of zombie, and then the other type of zombie could be dangerous, like that. So now there it is. Now I have my zombie too. Let's try that one out. Oh, did you just see that? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's cool, but then our score variable is not working. And we have to just change it to a 4 because it's very fast. And then you say if touching zombie 2, then you have to change score by 2 because it's a higher number. And just say when the green flag is clicked, set score to 0. So now let's try that out. Zombies coming. Oh my gosh. Yeah, now if you can see, the score just changes by 2 every time. And then there you have it. So now let's make a life variable. So let me just name this lives. And then say when the green flag is clicked, set lives to 3. And then go in here and say when flag, or else you can just do it in here. Say forever if, take out the ifs, if it's touching zombie or zombie 2, not the add comment, or it's touching zombie 2 then you have to change lives by a -1 so that it just goes down. So let me just put them in there and then let's try. So if you see, it just changes its life, but it's going for negatives also. So now let's just say if lives equals 0, yes, lives is equal to 0, then you have to broadcast game over. Oh, I didn't select that. Then you have to broadcast game over. So now that you have broadcasted game over, so what does the game over do? Well, it just shows you a text. So let's just paint a text. And then I'm taking black and I'm taking handwriting. And then say game over. And just put that right in the middle so that you can see that in the middle. So you have to say when I receive game over, then you have to show. But when the green flag is clicked, then you have to hide. So now let's try that. Shooting up, lives gone, and then it's game over. But after you receive game over, you have to show and then stop everything. Stop all. So there it is. Your game is now completed. We'll also try making another zombie which goes like super fast. Like very fast and stuff. So let's just make another zombie. Zombie 3, let's just change its fill to red. No, red, no, not red, because red is the color of the shooter. So let's just change it to pink. And then say move 5 steps. Because 5 is maximum. You can't go more than 5 because the game would be impossible then. Yeah, and then you have to pick random 8 to 15 or 10 to 15. 10 to 15. And then that's all. Now your game is complete. Let's just say when the green flag is clicked, let's just hide all the variables because I hate the variable when it just shows in this screen. So I'm just gonna say when the green flag is clicked, hide variable, lives and score. And when I receive start game, you have to show the variable, lives and score. Let's try that out. Okay, so it's just hidden, and then if you click the green flag, it shows. Now one thing I've noticed is that if you click the green flag, one bullet already comes out. So that's kind of annoying to some people. So what I'm gonna do is when I receive start game, wait 0.5 seconds. And now if you see, when you click start, no bullets comes out. So that it is, guys, your game is done, completed. I'm just gonna do a part 3, just spicing things up, like making hearts for the sprite. I mean, making hearts like the lives, the things for the lives. And then I'm just gonna meet you next time. So goodbye.